Alright, we got a new 4-player game on the outdoor arena. I'm going to just grab this one. I don't like this one at all, and this one rarely works, it seems. But, I mean, certainly, Hunter 406 is going to be good, provided that you're out of animals. Alright, we've got a better sponsor than this, and this is a pretty good build, so we'll take that. Alright, so this one's nice, and I do like donating, but I'm looking at the bonuses. The 3x is decent. Don't really care about this given the restriction of it. And the restriction that I'm referring to is that I have to, usually time this right. A lot of times you want to get it early after a break, so you've got time to make sure you get to use it. Also, I really prefer to put it on my association, and since generally speaking I'll be using an association to claim that by getting the green. I know there's blue cards that give you green and even some animals that do too, but usually it's done with the association. Then it becomes less beneficial to put it on the association because you've got at least one less meeple. So, and it's going to be reset to 1. So I think I'm just going to go with these 2. I think these are going to be good. Alright, my options aren't great. I have this card, which is a reptile. And that's about it as far as my main cards towards these projects. This is, something that I'm going to be trying to get anyway, getting the predators, although they're all at 5 on the association, so there's a good shot or a good chance that this is going to be taken, and predator or reptile, whatever, before I can get up there. I'm at 2. And I go last, so not ideal. I've got the specialized species zoo. I may be able to do that with monkeys. I'm starting with a monkey. That's something that you can chain pretty easily. However, it looks like maybe the architectural zoo, and so this may help that because it's a 3-piece thing. So I don't think there's a huge need to get to this. At least I don't see one yet. Let's see what comes up in the card row, but it looks. Does he have a card snap? No, he's got the no discard. So I should have the first shot of snapping a card. So there's something there, I guess. Oh, there's no place to get money on this. So I've got the spot that'll get me money. This can't go over any place that gets me money. What the heck? Oh well, alright, whatever. But these are the ones I'm going to keep, and we'll see. Alright, yeah, I mean, this works, but in fact, I might want to get that just to get the second green. So I can think about that for the snap. But anyway, let's play this guy. Zoo. It's got to go by 2 sides. Oh, you know what? Let's take a card first. See what we get. I like it, but not really something I'm gonna be able to do soon. So, I mean, I could, just won't work. Won't do for nothing. All right, I'm just gonna put it over here. At least make that progression to get an upgrade. All right, I want to leave this spot open for one enclosure for water. Let me do a build, and I'll just build the 2 there. And yeah, let's put this here. I'm going to have to grab money because I'm going to be $1 short no matter what I do. So I'm going to do this. So I'm going to have to play this to compensate, and I'll just make sure I get enough. All right. I can get to him later on. I don't need to have one of these things. And I can't get the Australian one anyway, and I can't get that one anyway. So I think I'm just going to grab the Predator, see what happens. I got no chance to get anything beforehand. If I get the Predator, I can do this one first. Come on, something easy. All right, and I can actually fit in this 2 here. So that worked out pretty well. All right, so I'm just going to build. I just need to build a 1 by the water, and then I can build the bonus. It costs 3, but I only need $13, and I can actually do it here. And then take the blue partnership, which knocks each of these guys down by $3. All right, I'm just going to drop the cards for our next token. That way I'll have the animals at the top as needed. And I have enough money to play both of these. All right, so I'm at 5 points, tickets. That's the minimum threshold to get the yellow stuff, and looks like we all got hit. Another guy got hit with 5, so black was naughty. All right, I'm going to play the animals anyway. I've got enough to pay the venom and do it, so. All right. So I've got a clever and a boost animal. I don't need to move the animals up. Let's see. We have $4 left. I probably want to use this to take money and advance the break. So I don't think I really want to clever anything. Yeah. So I'm just going to pass on all of that. All right, just grabbing sponsors for cash. All right, let's just do a build. We'll drop that there too. All right, let's play this and get a card. Let's do this one, and that way we're guaranteed another predator. We've got 2. We'll get a 3rd one. Hopefully we can reasonably play. Let's do the hunter and see what we get. We got something. Nothing that can help us on the board, but certainly a card is good. I'll take my other stuff and see what this is. Yikes. Alright, so I'll need to get one other predator somewhere if I want to put that guy out. What to upgrade? I think I'll just upgrade the association. Build. You know what? I'll likely want to build first. Yeah, let's upgrade the build. That's okay. Somebody's already beat us to the cheap and easy donations, so we'll do this instead and determine what we're going to do later. All right. So we've been hit with a double constriction. I don't think this is going to matter because I only have one animal to play, and I wanted to clever this down anyway. So. But it does seem to be the day for, or at least the game for these yellow things. I think red player did this last one. Yeah, there's one on the black player as well. All right, so anyway, let's play the animal. And let's clever this down. I'm lacking in the way of money, so I think I'm just going to use the next token and grab the double science tags. Puts me to 3, and then I can use this next turn. Upgrade. Let's see. Well, I mean, I could upgrade this, get 5 points when I go across that if I want. Take me a couple rounds to get up to there. And with the next one, I can always do it with the association. So let's do this one. All right, I'm going to play this, and I'm going to take the $5 bonus so I can get the $5 bonus for my sponsors. There we go. All right, I'm going to do a build. I've got plenty of money now. I need to start income, so I'm going to start this here because I want to build something by the water, or by the cage, more to the point. The fact that it's by the water is okay as well. This is going to allow me to grab this guy, who I think is preferable to this one. Certainly I can play him right away, well, when I get money. And let's see, one goes here. And I'll eventually put one of these guys up there, but when I do, he'll be worth a lot of income. But yep, looks good. All right, I think I'm just going to grab some money. I can get $7 by playing this thing. And then I'll have plenty of money to do a build if I want to go that route if there's still not been a break. So I think I'm going to do that. And if there's no break, I can drop a kiosk there and a pavilion there and get another, 5 income. So that's not bad at all. All right, I could do a build, use this guy, and dig this cart. Try to get something else. But I think I'm just going to grab 2 random cards and have that help as well. Maybe I'll get a second one to do just in case the dig doesn't work, that sort of thing. Now, technically I'm going to be getting the 2 cards that I would be digging anyway, or get from the digging, but, well, we'll see. Maybe I build something else, I don't know. So let's give it a go. Actually, here, what different things I can, I've got this that I can't do yet. I mean, I can. Yeah, let's just draw 2 cards, see what I get, and see what I can focus on. All right, that would have been something that I could play. So it's a shame I didn't do that, but that's okay. It's kind of nice, too. All right. All right, we're going to play some animals. Let's start off with the digging. If I can't find anything better, I'll play him. I'm going to dig this fish. Can't play it. It's not a bad card, though. And with the sunbathing, if I've got extra nonsense to throw out, that's not terrible. Problem is I need to be by rock, so I would need to put a 2 there or a 3 by rock. Doesn't look like I've got a space for an aviary here, but it doesn't look like it's going to matter. Well, let's see if we can find something better. This I kind of want to hang on to. I can put this out for 12 and then do the sponsors. And in this game, I've got the good sponsors. I can just get cash for it. So this might be actually better than the sunbathing. Although I need the Africa partnership before I can do that. Let's dig this. Let's just try to get something a little better. Again, I've already got some. I could dig the pack guy, but I really kind of want him. What I'm looking for is another predator. That's kind of what I wanted. There was a building up there, if I recall, a few turns ago that got snapped. I think. I don't remember by who, but let's try it and see if we can find something better. Probably a bust. Yeah, not great. I mean, this is up there, so I've got a chance to go mess around and try to mess with this. But, yeah, it doesn't look good. All right, anyway, we'll get our stuff, and then we'll just do a clever. All right. I've got 3 cards. I'm just going to clever the cards. Try to get up to my 2 animals more quickly. All right, I hadn't been able to accumulate any more than just the second predator, so we're going to work on that. We're just going to do that. Let's do the predators, 3rd slot. I will grab the income. I certainly want to do this. So, I don't know when there's going to be a break, but I certainly want to do this here. Cover that as well. We got $35 income. Holy cow, that's pretty good. Don't want another card. I can't hold it. So I'll just put this guy, I guess, here. Maybe here. Here I can put some ones around it. Yeah, I think that's good. And there we go. All right, so let's do the build. Put a 1 here. I want a 2 for this maybe eventually. So it goes there, so I have this spot open. I've got money to build one more thing, so I'll just drop one of these guys here. I don't need that X token. I might, but I think I'm okay right with this. The X token, I guess, is the question. Yeah, let's just grab the X token anyway. I mean, it's not like this is helping me with any in a spot. I can build a 2 here or 2 or 3 up there, so I'll just grab the X token. All right, I do want to keep an eye on this card. It'll be one that I can play from the board, provided it doesn't get washed away at the break. I want the yellow or Africa tag, a partnership specifically for this guy. That could certainly help me if I ever get another predator. So I'm going to dump this for now. See what happens. I think the red player may try to grab some money. He may not. But we'll do that. Confirm. Now at least I'm at a spot where I can grab one of these guys, and maybe I don't know if there's no break and I don't have a chance to do the break without spending a bunch of X tokens. Might just grab one of these guys. I guess one of these two. Okay. I think I'm just going to use an X token. And grab this, and that way I can upgrade the association for later once I get the 2. Need that, right? So we'll upgrade this. And that way it resets, and we can get our other stuff with it. Oh, discard a final scoring card, so let's do that. All right. Yeah, that's going to be tough. So I guess I'm discarding this one. Doing a decent job of coverage, but still got a long way. All right, the side entrances come out there. I am looking to try to fill up my board, and that's really only a 2 spot. If I do fill up the whole board, then it's worth 5 points. The income at this point, I'm at 37, not really a problem. Some of the other people might want it, although there's not a really good place to put it here. If he's got it, that's 1, 2 things only. Have here same sort of thing, and down here it'd be a little better because you got 1, 2, and you can get 2 more. So was this black player? Black player might find it useful, although his income is also already pretty high. And no one seems to be in danger of filling their board except for maybe me. I'm going to continue that by building. I'm targeting grabbing this guy and moving this in range if I need to, but let's build this. So I can grab that fish to go in there at least. Draw placement bonus. Yeah, let's just do you. And yeah, I can't move anybody in there. Let's just build a couple more of these. And move the cards down, that way I can go grab the yellow on my next turn. Be ready for a good animal action. Let's grab the yellow and upgrade animals. And I'm not going to donate. 12, 22, I'll have 8 left. So even though I can get something from sponsors after that, that wouldn't be enough. So got to pass on that. Yeah, even if I went with that. All right. All right, I could use an X token to upgrade this to the next one to get a rep bump. I don't know that I need that though. I don't have anything that's giving me a requirement for rep. Eventually I'll want to get there probably, but it's only for an additional 1 green, which may matter at the end, of course. And I don't have an easy way to grab a bunch of rep, so let's see. Can't do that, can't do that. And what's this? Large animals. I got a bunch of nothing, as usual. Reptiles, so I'm going to have, I could have 2 of these, but I would need 4 anyway. So I am not doing any of that. Yeah, I probably want to rush the break anyway. So let's... yeah, I'm going to try to get towards this. I mean, I could just use the action to grab another meeple. That might not be terrible. Let's use this. Let's bump it up 1. Then I'm only 2 away, and maybe I could get that one there. There we go. And then this guy. We'll put him here, because that's only a 3. Still have room for the lion, if I ever get something for the lion, which is looking less and less likely. Yeah, we'll do that. Let's just get a bunch of money. Get 15. Yeah, that seems good. All right, so, yep, now we have money. Maybe I can do this in the next action. Or I don't want to do this because it's wasting a huge spot, but we'll see. So I do want to play this. However, this is up on the card row now. I've got a place for it because it's flocking, and I've got a 2 already out there, so I don't need to build again. It would be my 3rd Americas, and I'd be winning the race to 4. And also, I mean, I'd go up to 11. It's possible this person takes cards, but I don't see either this person taking sponsor for money. He just picked up the side entrance, so he likely wants to play that. And this one has... no, he's got a 3 enclosure. He's got animals up, and he's got a bunch of money. I don't know that he would want to do the break for him, but he might. I don't know. But anyway, I think it's a low possibility, so I'm going to grab the flocking animal and hope. No, we should go back to me. Yeah. So again, if I'm able to get to this guy, what was this? Okay. If I'm able to, I can play 2 animals next turn. This is at 3 spot. Hopefully, again, this is there. If not, I'll figure something else out. Alright, so the animal I wanted to play is gone. There is a nice another animal here, and this one's certainly almost within range. But we'll need a break probably for that, so I'm just going to do a build. I'm going to put a 3 here. Not that I'm expecting to get the elephant, but I'm going to put a 3 there. And just fill up some stuff. You know what? Let's just do a 2. Let's do a 2 here, so I have something. I don't know that I'll need it. Because right now I have a 4, a 5, and a 2. That this 2 touches rock and water. So that might be helpful. Alright, so I am not going to be able to do any more than just this guy. So I can feel free to grab orange. And I'm just going to go up 2 as well. So I'll get that guy and this guy here. Now, $55. I'm going to play this guy for 6 if he's available, which he should be. None of the other guys have an aquatic except for the black player, whose is already filled, so they can't play it. Shouldn't really be grabbing it. So that's going to be 6, and 7 is 13. I don't have a ton to build. I got 55. I don't see any reason why I can't donate. All right. Well, luckily this is still there, so now we can play it. I got 2 options now. The flocking animal, certainly. I can also... I can't do anything with that. I could play this guy and snap something. But I think I want to play the flocking animal to get this up to 5. So it is nice to play a card from the board, especially since I have a ton of money, and then get another card directly in my hand. But I do want to play this, and I shouldn't have any competition, but who knows. I'll use flocking, but I was like, why is it highlighting this? Yes, use flocking ability. Huzzah. So pretty good turn. Alright, so I shouldn't really have any competition to get to the 5 here. The blue player has 3. Yeah, it's going to be... Yeah, he's got $15, so I mean, he could conceivably do some stuff. He could certainly put this out if he's got space for it, which he does. That's just 1. The red player's already done it. I mean, he's 3 with the bonus guy, but he's already done it, so he's probably using that. Oh, yeah, he could use that for the Australia. That's pretty hot. All right, well, at this point, it looks like clearly red appears to be our main competition, although, you know, anything could happen, certainly. So basically, I'm trying to choose, do I take an X token Or do I just grab $15 and then maybe make a run at cards after that? Yeah, I am just going to take some cash. I already have 2 meeples out on the break, so this will be fine, I guess. Hopefully I won't have to worry about money. Huh, okay, well, there's a pilfer being enacted on me, and I've got 2 cards that I don't want to play, and he currently can't play. So, this one, he's got a bird tag, but it's from this Owl Huts. So unless he plays a bird that's got one of these or can grab one for it, he can't use that one either. So sure, he can have a random card. Yeah, he's got 0 of these tags, so good luck with that, buddy. All right, I want to grab this bird. He's 6 points. I've got places for him to go, and I'm going to need a little bit of extra points to tip me over the 100. I can fill up the board, and I can do this at 5. That won't be 100, so the bird will be enough, and hopefully this guy will be in range, and I can do a double build. I always want to click on that, draw 3 cards from the deck, and then immediately click, of course I'll accept, or confirm. There we go. Let's see what I would have gotten. Oh no. I guess I have a spot for an emu. I do not have a second Australia tag, though. Yeah, but he would be nice because I can just drop the the peacocking thing there. But no, I mean this is probably better. Again, I would. Oh yeah, I got 5 place for him. No Australia, so we're not worried about it. We're going to build, and then we're either going to do animals or the association, and then the other one, whichever one we didn't do to end the game. The red player just picked up, oh, I just put outside entrance. I think he snapped on our previous turn. He's also got archaeologists, but I don't see how he's going to be able to fill this, so shouldn't matter. And then the side entrance, while the great card early on is, I think that was a waste of 2 turns on his part at this stage of the game. But we will see. I'm going to do my best. The red player has a green card that he can certainly get 5 on. And he's also got reptiles at 4 and this button here, so he can do that at 5. So presumably he's going to get all that crap done. Between the two, does he have enough guys? Yeah, he's got all 4 guys. I mean, he can do all of that. So I think in just 2 turns he should be able to end it if he wanted to. Yeah, I mean, he can take 3 X tokens, donate. He'd donate twice. He'd get 15, so 18, and he'd get 21 on the other one. Easy peasy. Yeah, this should be over, but I'll do my best. What have I got left? 4? Just 3? Yeah, just 3. Um, Oh, I need the one first, probably. Let's get everything touched, I guess. And I got a space here for that drop, but like I said, I don't think this is going to matter. He should. If I was playing red, I would have me. So he's done a good job all throughout to get the focus points. Like I said, that's a lot of points, and species diversity is likely. Shouldn't have habitat. He's going to take when he get 5 in. So all right, I just play my project. Species diversity is up there now, but that's no good. Americas is what we want. It's jungle. I won't be able to do that on my next turn anyway. Even if I grab 3 X's, he should be able to end it next turns. So, got to go with my original plan. And certainly do the donate. What am I going to do with all this money, right? All right. And let's see what we can do next. Hopefully this guy will be there. All right, so the animal, the fish is gone. The black player played it. It should have been worth 5 points for me as not that, but the helpful ability I should have been able to mimic, which would have allowed me to do this. I know that the original one says no, what do you call it, reef dweller ability, but this one is specifically not a reef dweller ability. It's just helpful, but I don't know. I don't know if it was going to give me this last 2 here, but at least 3. So 6 and 3 would have been 9, 11. If I was able to get the 2, now the best I can get is 8. So this will be 5 points for putting it out and 3 endgame points, which we're at now. So, well, this is certainly better than the only animal that I have left to play. So we're going to do that. Now, I did want to note, I noticed the red player did Australia using their bonus instead of 5 for reptiles using the bonus. So, I don't know. I know normally he usually plays blue, so maybe he saw that and thought he couldn't do it. I don't know, but it looks like he cost himself 3 points, which at this point really shouldn't matter. If I had been able to get my full 11 points instead of just 8, then there were only 3 different brown cards you could have had to win the game with. As it is now, there's an additional like 6 or 7 more. So he's just going to need 2 green in order to pull this off, because we're going to be at 12. That'll put us to 111. Oh, hold on. I thought no, this is him. Hold on. Oh, and plus this, so 114. I'll be at 114. He is 6 back, but he wins the tie. So, yeah, like I said, it's likely that he would have had one of the other 3 anyway, given how he's done. He's got 4 large animals. That seems like a reasonable one to be going after. I don't know, though, but he's got all sorts of ones he can have now. So he should win this, despite his last second blunder. All right, it did end up a tie, so he must have had 2 for his brown, 32 turns. So the brown card he did have was the rocks. He had 3 rocks. That was one of the many that he could have gotten 2. And again, there were 3 that he could have gotten 3 or 4 from. But with him just needing 2, with the black player playing the fish, and clearly, oh, I guess he didn't have any. So I assume he didn't have any animals in his hand that were more than 3 points, because he did have a 3 enclosure and a 2 enclosure to play things in. I thought he had X tokens, but apparently he didn't. So at any rate, very close game. Obviously, it ended up in a tie. So the red player wins despite his blunder on not going after the 5 reptiles and taking the 4 Australia instead. All right. Very good match.